Students, today I am going to teach you a very beautiful poem, Animals, composed by Walt Whitman. Before explaining the poem, let us see few lines about the poet. Walt Whitman, a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry which was in free verse. The poem Animals is from his work Songs of Myself in Leaves of Grass. Now let us discuss the theme of the poem. In the poem Animals, the poet Whitman praises animals for being better than human beings and for possessing all such qualities that humans lack or have forgotten. The poet wants to live among animals and experience a life where no one complains and where they are free of sins and sorrow. The theme of the poem is not to praise how good animals are, but to compare humans with them in order to highlight the flaws of their nature. The poet believes that probably a very long time ago, humans possessed all the qualities, but they have lost them now. Now I will explain you stanza-wise. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-content. I stand and look at them long and long. Placid means calm and peaceful. Content, keep up control. The poet here desires to turn into an animal and live with them as he is impressed by their calmness and the purity of their mind. Unlike humans, animals seem so content with their lives and are happy in their natural surroundings. The simple lives of animals help them maintain self-control and their rationality. He stands and looks at them for a long time. In the phrase, long and long, the implied meaning is the longing that the poet feels for these two qualities in human beings. Second stanza, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. In first line, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. Over here, poet is quite happy with the fact that unlike humans, animals don't complain and cry about their conditions. They eat and sleep peacefully as they have nothing to worry about, while humans cry in repentance for their wrongdoings. They are unable to sleep without worrying about them. Humans suffer from a guilty conscience. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Over here, poet says that animals are truthful because they never boast of their good deeds done in the name of God. Humans do in order to gain popularity among their fellows. And all these things irritates or makes poet sick. Third stanza, not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Not one nails to another, not to his kind, that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Demented means mad, disturbed. Nails means bow down. Over here, the first line, not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Poet feels that the animals are not dissatisfied like humans. Animals do not possess material things and they are happy and satisfied with whatever they have. But the desire to own things has affected human beings very badly. This desire to own things has been called madness by the poet. Next line, not one nails to another, not to his kind, that lived thousands of years ago. Here poet says that he has never seen any animals paying respect to anyone by bowing down in front of the person. Not ever in the habit of praying to their ancestors. That lived thousands of years ago, poet is referring to the ancestors. In the next line, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. It means that since all of them are equal, there is no question of respect to some and insult to others. So all these features of animals make them happy and uncomplaining. In stanza 4, so they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself and evince them plainly in their possession. Over here, their relation means relation with animals. Tokens, here the qualities, the moral values. Evince means to show, reveal, and possession means ownership of something. The poet feels that animals represent human beings. This means that animals seem to have those qualities what humans once had. That is moral values like kindness, innocence, truthfulness, etc. He wants to say that animals use other animals as their food and they never try to hide this. The poet says that he accepts the reality that animals are true towards showing their relation with other animals. That's why we can see in the first line he has written, they show their relation to me and I accept them. But human shows that they have nice and friendly relations with others, though the reality is opposite. In fifth stanza, I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass the way huge times ago and negligently drop them? Negligently means carelessly. Over here, the poet wonders how the animals got the good qualities, the moral values of human beings. As I have told you earlier, animals symbolize the lost values of the human beings. So, he questions himself that where his own good qualities have gone. Did he left them or have carelessly lost them somewhere? Humans have become greedy. Poet believes in this poem that humans dropped these virtues a long time ago and have forgotten them. Humans have passed on to the animals, the moral values. They have passed on to the animals. I think students, you have understood the explanation. Now, we will do the poetic device. Personification. The poem has uniform personification, as poet uses humanly qualities in animals. For example, placid, self-contained, dissatisfied, etc. Repetition. Repetition of words, phrases in the same line. First stanza, we can see, I stand and look at them long and long. Long word is repeated. In stanza 2, they do not sweat and whine. They do not lie awake. So, they do not is being repeated in 2 consecutive lines. In stanza 3, not one is dissatisfied, not one nails to another. Again, we can see not one is repeated in 2 consecutive lines. Third is alliteration. Repetition of initial consonant sounds in the same line. Like, look at them long and long. L sound is being repeated. They do not make me sick. M sound is repeated. I wonder where. W sound is repeated. They get those tokens. T sound is repeated. In this poem, there is no rhyme scheme. The poem is written in free verse. Thank you, students.